Hi, my name's Adrian. I'm going to give you a quick tour of lynda.com, also talk about the potential uses for it within the university as well. Lynda.com is a great resource. It has over 5,000 courses, and those courses are on IT, software, computing, creative skills, business skills, and for students and staff, anyone with a university username and password, they're completely free. The 5,000 existing courses are also added to constantly as well, so Lynda is constantly refreshed and updated, and there'll be 20 to 25 brand new courses every week as well that you can keep your eye on. It's accessible from any device, so you can get to it from a PC. You can also download the mobile app for it as well on any of your on iPhone or Android also. There's lots of uses for it within the university. Obviously, for distance learning, it has a lot of potential. You can map it to existing courses, so for example, a lot of the 3D design and CAD will be things that students need to learn as part of their courses. It's great for encouraging independent learning. Students can access it at any point from any device. Also, it maybe has potential for flipped classrooms, so if you're finding that you're teaching students a lot of general skills like Excel or Word maybe, you can point them towards Lynda and free up that time, or you can give them specific videos to look at before they come into the classroom. That might take a little bit of adjustment. Some students aren't used to that straight away, but if you keep doing it, they soon get used to it. Also has advantages for staff as well, so things might come out of performance development review about software skills, for example, and you can also use it for continual professional development. Loads of different ways of finding Lynda. There's a link from Staff Essentials. If you're a student, you can get a link to it from Moodle. You can also go straight to our landing page, which is www.port.ac.lynda. I'll speak a little bit more about this landing page later on. But once you're in, your screen looks like this, and you have access to all of the courses that are available. Just have a quick look from the library first of all. So if I hover over that, it gives you an idea of all of the different subject areas that it covers. So you've got 3D animation, audio and music, business skills, for example, design skills, IT, all of these that you can look at. If I go across from business skills, you can see it then narrows it down into specific topics if you want to search that way, specific bits of software if you need to. I really like these learning paths over on the right hand side. If I go and have a look at some of these, you can see that a learning path, if you're interested in leadership, for example, it pulls in all of the courses from Lynda and consolidates them into a learning path so you can follow all the way through about becoming a leader. And you can see on here, these are all of the courses that it thinks are appropriate for that learning path, and I find those are really useful. For example, there's one on there about being a photographer if you want to improve your photography skills. Project manager, all kinds of different things. Back on the page that you get when you first go in, you can see that for your information, it shows you the courses that you were looking at. You've got any playlists that you've created. Again, some popular learning paths across the top. I really like these popular at your organisation. You can see what your colleagues are looking at, for example, overall, not individually, but it will show you what your colleagues are looking at. A little bit like your Netflix as well, kind of looks at all the other courses that you've done and makes recommendations for you, which is really quite handy. And then your new courses, so keep your eye on here, and any new courses that you come out you can see on here. You can search more specifically as well, so you're obviously looking through the library, but you've got a search bar that you can use for looking for courses. So for example, if there was a particular course that I was interested in, I'll go and look for Visio. It gives me a landing page for this particular course. any related learning paths, and you can see it finds the courses straight away. Sometimes you might think that this is too many courses or too many videos. You can narrow it down, so based on all of these different areas here. So if I was specifically interested in beginner level courses, you can see it drills down, and maybe this one would be the most appropriate. I've got Visio Essential Training, and I can drill in and start looking at that course. Obviously I can start playing the video as and when I'm ready. You can see down the left hand side all of the different videos that go to make up this course. If I have a look at this page, the information that you get with the course straight away is quite handy. It gives you information about the author, so usually these are industry renowned people. This particular one doesn't, but normally they have kind of Twitter links and LinkedIn links, and you can start networking and linking on the industries that you're interested in. What's really quite handy is that it's obviously giving you the course overview as well. You've got a transcript as you're going through all of the videos, and if I wanted to, let me just turn the sound off here, but if I wanted to, you can read the transcript as your person is talking and taking you through, but also I can use a transcript to move around the video as well, which is really quite handy. You can download courses for viewing offline, and there are also exercise course files that you can download so that you can practice in your own time as well. For a lot of the programming courses, there will even be a sandpit area where you can do your own programming and that kind of thing. If you do find a course that you like, let me just try and find one for Google Drive. We've got the Google Drive Essential Training course. Whenever you do find anything that you like here, up at the top you've got an option to add it to a playlist. So I can create a new playlist if I want to, or I can add it to any of these ones. If I click on the plus, can you see I get the option to add the video only or the whole course, and it adds the whole course if I need it, or the video only that I'm looking at. If at any point I want to share this course with anyone, you can see you can link it into social media. Obviously for anyone to view the course they would need access to lynda.com, so they'd need their University of Portsmouth username and password. But you can embed it into things like Moodle, so can you see I can share the course or just share the video, so do the link or embed it however you want to. Now as well as that, over on the left hand side, if I go up to, you can see where you've got the continue watching and the playlists. If I go up to where I've got my name, can you see it's got my profile? This is where I can view my playlists. So any playlists that I've created, I can see here, any specific for IT, digital literacy. These are just some of the playlists that I've created already. I can get it again from here or across the top, but it shows me my course history, so all of the courses that I've been looking at, any of my recommended courses. At any point as well you can bookmark a course, so there's a little bookmark icon. You can see I haven't actually done any of that yet, but there's a little bookmark icon so you can bookmark courses if you want to. One really handy thing as well is that you've got your certificates. So if I go and click on certificates of completion, this is one of the courses that I've completed. It is just a certificate of completion, it's not accreditation or anything like that, but for students it's still evidence that they've been interested in independent learning, interested in their career development, that kind of thing. And once you do get one of those certificates, you can share it, add it to your social media, even put it straight onto your LinkedIn profile as well. If you have any specific questions, feel free to contact me. There's loads of different ways to do it. My name's Adrian Sharkey. You can email me direct if you want. But what we have got is this page that I mentioned earlier, which was the landing page that you get from Staff Essentials or from Moodle. It's www.port.ac.uk/Linda. Takes you to this page, and on our landing page we've got loads of information here. If you want to log into Linda at any point, this will take you straight through using your university account. Lots of information here about how to use Linda, so some basic courses about the kind of thing that I've just shown about moving around, creating playlists, about how to use lynda.com in the curriculum, so how to use it with teaching, how students can use it for independent learning and for finding employability skills, that kind of thing, how staff can use it. We've also got what I'm hoping we can build on, some popular playlists. So to get people started, there's some playlists here created already, and for staff and for students. And I want to build on the case studies as well. So if you've got some good examples of how you've been using Linda, get in touch. One way that I'd really like you to do it is back to the main page. We have a Google Plus community, so feel free to add a post to that. I want to keep adding information to that page, latest news, and so for example, every month I'm going to do the 5 most popular courses on Linda. I hope that was useful, and if it raises any questions, feel free to get in touch with me afterwards. Thank you very much.